Hey guys, it's Shadow the Rat, and for today's Foraging Friday, I'm going to be focusing on the Trixie Gambling Tower for dogs. So that's this foraging toy right here, and it has two main components, with one of them being these plastic Kong pieces, which just fit over these little indentations. You put some treats in each of the holes, and then you put one of the plastic Kongs on top, and in order to get to them, the rats have to maneuver the Kongs off the holes, or pick them up, or push them over, or just something like that, and then they can get to the treats inside. Now the nice thing about these Kongs is that they're actually quite a bit larger and heavier than most of these sorts of toys, so the rats have to work a little bit harder to get them off than they usually would. Now the second part to this toy is honestly the coolest part, and that is the platforms. So for the platforms, you can see that each of them slots into this little tiny hole on the other side, and in order to remove the platform, the rats either have to drag it out using the string, or just latch onto the platform with their teeth and pull it out. Now this is probably the hardest part to this toy. I mean, there's only two foraging parts, so not a lot to choose from. But in terms of what the rats have to do to get treats out, this is definitely the harder part. This is actually something you might need to work on with your rats, like train it as a behavior itself, simply because it's not something that always comes naturally to them. Honestly, only Bean has really figured this out, and part of that's because I haven't really used this toy too much for foraging, because I mostly focused on it as a trick training prop, but part of it's also because Bean is the only rat I've worked on using this tower as a trick training prop. So, you know, it's something that rats might need a little bit of help to figure out. It's definitely possible they could figure it out themselves, and I'm sure that Bean would have figured it out if I just put Cheerios on each level, but I ended up teaching this as its own behavior. So if your rats are having a little bit of difficulty with it, you might consider just teaching it as its own behavior before letting them forage on their own. Now my favorite part about the platforms isn't just the fact that they have to pull them out in order to get the treats to drop down, but it's also just the fact that if you want to make it harder, it's a lot easier than with a lot of other foraging toys, because to make this harder, all you have to do is put the treats on the second or third level only, and what that does is it means the rats have to pull out more than one platform before the treats fall down. So yeah, it's just a really cool toy in general. It's very easy to clean, it all comes apart. It's very easy to refill. You just put some Cheerios in each of the little holes and each of the little platforms, and that's pretty much that. Anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!